gonna tell you right now, these are not bricks. What is up everyone, it's Guy and Kicks here bringing you another review. And in today's video, I'm reviewing a Jordan sneaker. I haven't done a Jordan review in quite a while now. So it was about time that I pick up a new pair of Jordans and I could review this for you guys. And before I start, I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to all those that are back watching this video. If you haven't yet subscribed, definitely feel free to do so below. Also follow me on Instagram at Guy and Kicks. So without further ado, let's jump into and let's talk sneakers. Today's video is on the Air Jordan Retro 3 and the cool gray colorway. Alright guys, so this Retro 3 Cool Gray released on February 20th, 2021 for a retail price of $190. Even though this sneaker has the Cool Gray name, that is not the official colorway of this sneaker. The official colorway is the silver, orange peel, graphite, sports red colorway, but it is known as the Cool Gray colorway. The original release day of this Retro 3 Cool Gray was back in 2017, and it was actually labeled as an LS release, which meant lifestyle sneaker. And basically what it meant is they increased the price on the shoe, and it also came with an apparel collection. For those who don't know, the Air Jordan 3 originally released in 1988. It was designed by Tinker Hatfield, and it's a very historical Jordan sneaker because it was the first one that had the Jordan Jumpman logo on a pair of Jordans. And also that year, Jordan won his second dunk contest and also won an MVP award. Another major design change of the Retro 3 was that it was the first Jordan to also have a visible air unit. Another interesting fact of this Retro 3 Cool Gray is that when it released in 2007, it did have the Jumpman on the heel, not the Nike Air. So I guess it's cool that they kept it OG and retro the sneaker with the same design and having the Jumpman on the heel instead of the Nike Air. So jumping into the materials and design, the upper on this Retro 3 is primarily the leather and suede material. Moving to the inside of the shoe, you have this white sock lining. On top of the insole, you have the Jumpman logo in that sports red color. Behind the tongue, you have this nice cloth soft material in this darker gray color. On the front of the tongue, you have the Jumpman logo embroidered in this sports red stitching. Behind the logo, you have this nubuck material. As you come down to the toe box, you're gonna see the white flat laces. The eye stays on this Retro 3 are in the orange peel color. The tongue has some perforated suede, similar to the eye stays panel, which also has that perforated suede in this darker gray color. As you come down to the toe box area, the upper on this shoe is primarily like a combination of like regular leather and also suede. The mudguard here on this Retro 3 basically has two overlays because you have the elephant print in the leather material, and then underneath that you have this other mudguard that wraps around most of the shoe in the suede material. As you move over to the heel part of the shoe, around the ankle collar area, you're gonna be introduced to this darker gray perforated suede material, and it actually feels nicer than the suede material that they use primarily on the upper of this shoe. The heel counter also has that famous elephant print that you find on the Retro 3s. All the way to the heel of the shoe, you're gonna find the Jumpman logo in that sports red color, and then the Air in that orange peel color. On the medial side is very similar to the lateral side, so there's not much there to talk about. Moving over to the midsole of the shoe, the midsole here is made primarily out of the polyurethane material. The color on the midsole, it's this matte gray color, also the white color, and then all the way to the heel, you have the visible air unit in the orange peel color. Moving over to the outsole, which is made in the rubber material, you have the Jordan branding all the way to the heel of the shoe, and then the outsole is made out of the gray and white color. The sneakers come in this cool gray box with the Jumpman logo in that sports red color here in the center. Some elephant print here on the side, which is a cool detail. And here you have the official tag and SKU with the official colorway as well. When it comes to sizing, guys, I went true to size, and for me personally, they fit great true to size. Even though the Toe box area is a little bit narrow here on this Retro 3. Just, you know, keep that in mind if you're someone who's never owned a pair of Retro 3s before, and maybe if you have really wide feet, maybe you may consider going half a size up. But for me personally, going true to size is the way to go. When it comes to comfort, guys, I mean, this is a retro Jordan, so of course it's not gonna feel very comfortable in my opinion. What I do like about this cool gray is that the insole here is a little bit thicker compared to my white cements that I have, that I bought, I believe, back in like 2006 or 2007. So the insole here is a little bit thicker, which is going to give you a little bit more cushioning and padding there. So I do appreciate that on this particular pair. But overall, it's a Jordan Retro, so, you know, don't expect it to feel super comfortable. So at the beginning of the video, I said that these shoes are not bricks. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like nowadays, if you have a pair of shoes and those shoes are not reselling for double or triple the price, like, you know, you're not, you know, rocking cool sneakers, or you're not rocking heat anymore. Like, it's like the dumbest thing ever. If you like a pair of shoes, doesn't matter if you got them for retail or if they're not, or you got them on sale, like, who cares? If you think the shoe is dope and you like the shoe, you know, rock the shoe and be proud and feel confident that you have, you know, some cool shoes, right? So that's why I said at the beginning that, you know, these shoes are not bricks, because you know, the resale price on these is not something crazy. It's still going for like maybe, I don't know, maybe $35 to $40 over retail, which is still, you know, relatively decent price, because this particular colorway, you know, if you look at the 2007 colorway or 2007 release, you know, that one I believe is going for over $300. So I guess my point is, if you like this shoe, you know, go ahead and get it. Or I mean, obviously you're gonna have to pay resale for it, but, you know, maybe get it now before prices over time keep going up. Who cares if the shoe is not worth double the money? That's actually a good thing. Maybe you'll be able to buy it now because it's not worth that much money. But, you know, that whole, you know, mindset that if the shoe is not super expensive, it's not dope anymore, it's just crazy to me. So in terms of things that I like about this shoe, first of all, it's a Retro 3, which is one of my favorite Jordans. I also like this colorway very much. I like the gray color. I like the different shades of gray here. I don't mind it at all. I know some people probably don't like it because it's a gray color. It's too mute of a color. But I do like this colorway overall, and I do appreciate, you know, the fact that they threw in that sports red color and the orange peel. That does give the shoe more contrast and more pop. In terms of the materials, I like the materials quite a lot too. I've had some, you know, bad experiences on my most recent Jordans that I bought over the last, you know, 6 to 8 months or so. This one, in terms of materials are really good. You know, the suede here is not, you know, the best suede. You know, they definitely tried to give you a decent suede material here and nubuck material. So I appreciate that. I mean, for it to be a general release, you're not gonna get, you know, the best suede available that the, you know, Jordan brand can offer. And in terms of the overall craftsmanship, I mean, I think overall they did a pretty good job here. There's still some spots here that I can ding them for. For example, like the leather here in the front part of the shoe. Like, for example, one looks a little bit more wrinkled than the other one, you know, straight out of the box. So if you're someone who doesn't like creases, maybe this is probably not a shoe for you, because this shoe will definitely crease. So that's one thing there that I can ding them for. Also, the paint here on the midsole, you know, obviously they're painting over the midsole here, so you do see like some brush strokes. You do see some of the paint like chipped away a little bit already. You also see some, like, you know, like little pebbles here. I guess, you know, the paint bubbles up and it leaves the, you know, that residue behind. So those are some spots there that I can ding them for, but I think overall, in terms of how the shoe feels, I think the materials are pretty good. Another thing, Jordan brand, like, you know, throw these little cards back in the box, man. I remember when you get a pair of Jordans and you have this little card here and you can read what the materials are and how the shoe is designed and things like that. Like, come on, man, just throw this little card in there. You're already paying $190 for a shoe. You know, if you can throw this in there, you know, that would be nice. But overall, I do recommend this cool gray. Like I said already, I like the materials and colorway and things like that. If you're someone out there who's thinking of buying this shoe, maybe now it might be the right time to do it and pull the trigger before this shoe goes up in price over time. But I do recommend it. I think this shoe is fire. I think the colorway is dope, and overall, they did a good job here. All right, let me show you how they look on feet. All right, guys, so that's it for me. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these Retro 3 Cool Grays. Hopefully this video brought you a detailed look in case you're someone out there who's still considering this shoe, even though it's been a month since they released. But maybe if you're someone out there who's still on the fence whether you want to pull the trigger on these Cool Grays or not. If you haven't yet subscribed, definitely feel free to do so. Hit that subscribe button below. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Also follow me on Instagram at Guy and Cakes, where I normally post pictures of sneakers I'm wearing or just sneakers that I'm gonna release pretty soon. And that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.